Chapter 6 of Dracula opens with Mina's journal. On July 24th and August 1st, she joins Lucy and her mother at Whitby in England. There, along with tourists and old men, they talk about the graves. An old man, Mr. Swells, explains to them many are fake. We then return to Dr. Seward's July diary entries. He records observations of a patient, Renfield, who catches flies and feeds them to spiders. He finds out that Renfield ate a sparrow, and the man insistently asks Seward for a cat. In Renfield's journal, he discovers the insane man's intent of feeding flies to spiders, spiders to birds, and birds to cats, so that he can eat the cat and gain the cumulative life force. Seward wonders what the next step will be, and is tempted to let Renfield carry out his intentions. His work is all he has, since Lucy rejected him. Then we go back to Mina's journal entries. She received a letter from Mr. Hawkins that Harker will be home soon, but she knows this is unlike Harker. She grows concerned. She is also worried about Lucy, who sleepwalks, and Mina has to lock her door at night. Arthur postpones his and Lucy's wedding to tend to his ill father. A week later, Mina is worried Jonathan is ill and that Lucy's sleepwalking is getting worse. More days go by and Mina's worry of Harker deepens. Lucy's nervousness increases. Then, on a gray day, Mina walks above the harbor and meets Mr. Swells, who apologizes for speaking irreverently about the dead. He says old people joke about death to confront their own. His own death can't be far off, he says, and he senses something in the wind that seems like death, and there are signs a storm is brewing. Whitby's Coast Guard passes, noting an unfamiliar ship near the harbor that moves strangely. This chapter follows Mina and Seward as each looks for answers to a mysterious problem. Each receives clues from unexpected sources. Mr. Swells does not regard Mina as a fragile creature who should be spared from the truth. He talks to her like a reasoning, equal adult. He points out that things people take as sacred can be thought of irreverently with no harm. However, this does not mean he is unattuned to the natural world. He feels Mina's worries and connects her fears to his impending death. For Seward, his heart is still broken, and he needs a worthy cause to labor toward. He resolves to seek answers about Renfield's behavior, and contemplates the merits of vivisection even, a controversial method in search of advancing science. Although Seward is a decent man, he lacks a worthy goal to direct his talents and energy. This makes him vulnerable to such temptations. If work is salvation, especially for men in this culture, Seward is not persuaded that his current work will save him as Renfield is of his project to prolong his life.